I work in computational electronic structure, and in particular I work with Chuck mentioned a big machine that we have here called RAW. It's part of the Golden Energy Computing Organization, which is a machine that we use to advance energy science through computation. And the kinds of projects that I'm involved with are pretty widely varied, but they all are associated with electronic structure materials. For instance, I work with graphene and structures associated with carbon, thin sheets of carbon, and what kind of novel structures can you build out of these thin sheets to improve energy efficiency. Next generation electronics may well be associated with carbon instead of silicon. I work on nuclear fuels, next generation nuclear fuels. How can you design better actinide oxides for more efficient and secure use of nuclear energy. I also work with Andy Herring on polyoxymetallates. These are dyes that you put on, and Tom Bertok, you put on oxide surfaces to change the way that light is absorbed on these oxides. And in that case, we're using it to split water and make hydrogen. Let's see, in regard to the IRGs, I work on IRG1, which is the one associated with photovoltaics. And I work in the area of computational electronic structure, but in particular, the idea would be something like this. A photon of light comes down, and it excites an electron, and now you have an electron in that little hole where the electron was, and these may move together, or these may move apart, and where do they go, and what do they do? Do they come back together and give heat to the lattice? Do they send off a photon a little while later, or do they actually make a photocurrent? Those are the kinds of things that I'm interested in resolving and quantifying with our computational resources that we have here. I'll be working with Samantha and Bob, and let's see, and Bob will be working with me primarily on the in the photovoltaic side at this atomistic level, and Samantha, you'll be working with me and David Flammer and Joe Beach and the folks at NREL, Yao and Peter at NREL on a larger scale system involving quantum dots, but more on a macro scale and device level scale. Okay. And I welcome you to the RU program.